Alright guys, what we're looking at here is a Jeep Patriot manual transmission. The car was actually running, driving, shifting great, but it had this real loud winding noise in the transmission. So I can't find no videos on this, so that's why I'm making this one, maybe to help somebody else out there. So what we're looking at here, I've got it tore apart, and I just wanted to show you something from what I found out. Never tore into a transmission, but I did find some do's and don'ts. You see these two little ears right here? Okay. If you'll take a look at this casing right here, this side on the larger gear housing, this one here, it's got a ring around that. Pull that ring off, this whole housing right here, it slides through from this side. The other one has these ears which stops it. I didn't know it needed pressed out. I was pressing it out, but I left the ring, this little clip, let me find it here, I've got them laying right here. This little ring clip, I took it off of this bearing, and then I tried pressing it. But what I should have done is left that ring on this bearing and pressed it through. That ring helps hold it to the casing, which would have caused me not to break these two. I'm still going to use the casing because I still got one little stopper ear here, and I don't think it's going to hurt anything. So I'm going to continue to use this casing. So this is the bearing that was bad. I mean, you can literally hear it. It's very bad. And other than that, there's not really much wear except on the end of the shaft here. Don't know what this stuff is, but there's this brass piece, and I did find brass shavings in the oil by removing the end cap over here on this casing right here. There's a little end cap on there. This is it. You can remove that, look in there, and see if you got any shavings. If you do, you're probably having the same problem I did. This thing's wore pretty good. It has a lip right here on it. A lot of shavings got in there. That thing was pretty loose. As I took it apart, let's warn you, see all these little springs, little bearings right here. You got these little dog legs right here. And if you look down in here, let me see if I can get it to peek a little bit. Yep. You pull that back, this is your synchronizer. That little hole in that dog leg is a spring and a bearing goes in there. If you move these while taking it out and it slides past that point, those little bearings will shoot right out of there. And boy, did I have a time finding them. But I did find them all, so I'm good there. Anything else I can think of? I was just going to pull the transmission out by itself, but I ran into a problem. I couldn't get the transfer case to separate. I did, however, after I got it out, from underneath I could only find, I was taking this bolt and this bolt out, and I was literally trying to find that bolt. You can get to it from under there, but you can't see it. It's there, holds the casing together right here after you take the top 3 and the bottom 3 bolts out. You think you got it when you got 6 of them out, you don't. You got one more that hides right there. You take that loose, it comes right off. I could have left the engine in the car. But there she sits. So I guess that's it. Sorry for it being such a long video, but this is a 2012 Jeep Patriot. Same thing as the Compass. And you can get a rebuild kit, and no special tools are needed so far. I found that out by asking the dealership when I called them. They wanted $4,900 for the transmission, and then they wanted $3,800 to rebuild it. So I asked for a rebuild kit if he could get one, and he said yeah. So they run around $375 for a rebuild kit. That comes with all your synchronizers and bearings and seals. So I think I'm good to go. I'll get it in there, see what happens. Hope this helps somebody out.